Just out, just left my hotel. Gonna do a little nighttime walk. Spent most of the afternoon in my room just relaxing. And yeah, this city, Sunday night at 10 after 9, it's still bumping pretty hard. It's well, the Byward Market too. I guess it's the most happening spot in Ottawa. So I'm gonna head over to my usual haunts in Ottawa when I'm staying in the downtown core, Parliament Hill, National War Memorial, and I'll go check out Terry Fox statue. I'd like to just say though, this city is pretty sketchy. There's a pretty large drug problem here and homeless problem surrounding this area, not too far from here. And not that I'm worried about that. I'm just saying that it is definitely noticeable. So yeah, Chateau Laurier is up ahead. So I'm close to everything here anyways. A little fight going on down there. Yeah, it's a little sketchy coming through the market here. I can't believe how lively it is at this time. Yeah, this little stretch here is sketchy AF, yo. Some people fighting back there. It looked like I don't think any punches were thrown, but it was a physical altercation. They were running around and they ran over some girl, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Okay, so there's the Chateau Laurier. Gonna head up here, like usual on Wellington. There's always flashing cop car lights. Always on Wellington. I guess that's just a perpetual thing. There's always cops there for some reason. Every time I've been on Wellington, it's flashing lights. There's Fairmount Chateau Laurier. Nice hotel. Very nice. I'm not going to go in it today. I got the tour of that place, but I got to get across the street. I don't see any crosswalks, and there's a bunch of cops over here. I think they're investigating a pedestrian, a bicyclist. I think got hit by a car or something. They were looking at a bike over there. That's not why I'm going over here. I don't really care about that. I hope the person's okay. So not like Quebec City. There are lots of cops in Ottawa. Quebec City, not one in 3 days. The Senate of Canada building. So is this where the Senate convenes and argues over how they're going to spend our money needlessly? I don't know. So up here, what do we got up here? Don't know what this is yet. What is this? What is this? Probably some important people. I don't know. Is he gonna say who they are? Well, it's 5 women. I imagine it's something to do with the feminist movement at some point. This looks interesting up here. Man, it's busy out here tonight. I didn't expect it to be so busy. What do we got here? What do we got here? We got a Victoria Cross here. Victoria Cross. There's no one indicating what this is. Victoria Cross again. So we got two VCs here with no signage on who they are. Huh. Oh. Okay, we got a full statue here. That's General Curry. I recognize that silhouette, that shape on him. Arthur Curry. Yes. Another VC, but they're all VCs. Well, I'll have to do a little research on this, but and I can't recognize them from their bust. I gotta put my glasses on. Maybe it says somewhere else. Okay. So, yeah, they're all VC recipients. This is Corporal Joseph Cabell, VC Military Medal. Okay, so Corporal Cabell, he was actually at the Citadel. I just seen him a couple days ago. He is his VC is actually at the Citadel, but not on display. A replica is. So, what day is today? Today's Sunday. So I guess I seen him Friday at the Citadel. So that's Corporal Joseph Cabell, VC, from the First World War. So that's his bust there. I brought my little flashlight with me, which is good. So this gentleman here is Major Paul Triquet, VC. So he's also at the Quebec Citadel, and actually Joseph Cabell here, he was the first French-Canadian soldier awarded the VC, and he's with the 22nd Regiment out of the Citadel. And the major, which he became a general, Paul Tricot, VC. He's also a Royal 22nd Regiment out of the Citadel. So I seen his replica VC the other day, and his real VC apparently is on site there as well. Okay, yeah, and that's the bust behind me. That's Sir Arthur Curry, the general. I knew who that was. He doesn't have the VC. I'm not big on him anyways. So right here we have, right on. We got Pilot Officer Andrew Minarski, VC. Oh, that's cool. So Andrew Minarski, the Lancaster bomber out of Hamilton is dedicated on his behalf and under his name. Very harrowing story with regards to Andrew Minarski. He earned his VC trying to rescue one of his flight officers on a Lancaster that was shot up and was going down. So in doing so, he got burnt up very badly, and his parachute got burnt up, and he evacuated the plane and landed hardly. His parachute, like I said, was burnt up, and he died, a couple days later from injuries sustained from the fire and from the fall. And it turns out, miraculously, the person in the bomber, in the Lancaster, couldn't get out of the area that he was in. I think it was the rear tail gunner. And when the plane crashed, that person survived, and Andrew Minarski died trying to save him. So hence the VC. That's a very interesting story. Oh no, another good one here. Okay, so Lieutenant Hampton Gray, VC. I know quite a bit about Lieutenant Hampton Gray. His nickname was Hammy. He was one of the last people to die in World War II, and he died in the Japanese theater. He flew F-4U Corsairs for the Royal Navy, and his VC was garnered by him attacking a Japanese destroyer and landing a kill shot and sinking the destroyer in some harbor in Japan. So Hammy died during that battle. His plane was busted up and shot up, and he went into the water. His body was never recovered, but he was awarded the VC. And very interesting story. This gentleman here is probably the one that got me interested in Victoria Crosses. I've known about his story since I was young. So I've always had the utmost respect for Hammy. And an interesting side note with regards to Lieutenant Hampton Gray. They named a peak after him in BC called Gray's Peak on a mountain somewhere. I can't remember in BC where it is, but it's named in behalf of him and his brother. His brother's name, first name is Belfour, and the reason I remember that is because of Eddie the Eagle Belfour. So I always remember his brother's first name, Belfour Gray. So the peak that they named is in near Lake Kokanee, and the Kokanee beer. If you had a Kokanee beer, the label is. The mountain depicted on the label of Kokanee beer is Gray's Peak. So every time you drink a Kokanee beer, not too many people do, I don't even know if they still make it. I imagine in BC they do. You're holding the namesake of a Victoria Cross recipient on that beer bottle or can, which is, I bet a lot of people don't know that story. I told that story to the kids out in Vancouver during the 9 o'clock gun at Stanley Park, and they were fascinated because they were from BC and they drank Kokanee. So that's cool, man. I came across these guys. Very cool. So that's all I can say on these guys right now, but that's cool they have them here. I don't even know what this little area is called, so I got to look into that. Got to put my light away. I got like a tactical light here. I just pushed the wrong button. It was 3,000 lumens, so I don't want to be doing that too much. Give away my position. We got some people over here too on the other side, so I'll walk over there. Okay, so this person here is indigenous, and his name is Joseph Brant from the Tionondaga tribe, a notable Mohawk warrior and statesman and principal war chief of 6 nations. Okay, I was going to say Brant because Brantford. He led his people in support of the British. After the war, he brought his people to Canada to settle near where Brantford now stands. Well, there you go. So I've definitely heard of this guy before, Joseph Brant. Big name in the Brantford area. So that's cool. We got a First Nations person here. What do they got over here? Okay, so I just learned something here. This woman here is Matron Georgina Pope, RRC. So we seen this week in Quebec that acronym RRC before on a tombstone that I came across in Mount Herman Cemetery, and it says about Georgina Pope, a pioneer Army nurse. She was the first Canadian awarded the Royal Red Cross for conspicuous service in the field, and in 1908 became the first matron in the Canadian Army Medical Corps. She later returned to the battlefield in 1917 in France. So that woman's name that I seen in Quebec, Vavina was her first name. What was her last name? Vavina. Oh no, can't remember her last name. But she was RRC as well, and I didn't know that was an award. So that's cool that I found that out right now. I just thought it was just part of what a nurse would be referred to as a Royal Red Cross. So that's really cool. So that woman Vavina, what was her last name? Oh man. But anyhow, she was awarded the RRC. So I guess that's a prestigious award for service above and beyond the call of duty for a nurse during the war. So that's very cool. Okay, there was a couple more statues there. Laura Secord, Sir Isaac Brock Monument. Yeah, so that's not saying they're not important. It's just I gotta keep moving here. Okay, so I just passed the Chateau Laurier. Now we're coming up to Parliament Hill. We got Center Block, East Block, and West Block coming up ahead. Not quite sure what this building on my left is, but something to do with politics. We'll leave it there. So there's a nighttime view of Parliament Hill. Now, last time I was here was November the 10th. I was here the day before Remembrance Day, and they had the clock tower lit up in the poppies, which was freaking gorgeous, beautiful. I'm not even going to get closer than I am right now to that because there's no need to, and I don't feel like it. And I'm the boss of me. So yeah, you get the gist of it. No need to go over there. Just gonna go up ahead here and pay my respect to the greatest Canadian that ever lived. Now this is odd. I'm pretty sure this is where the Terry Fox statue was. There's center block. I'm almost certain that's where Terry Fox's statue was. So I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk. I'm almost certain it was here, and it looks like it was, based on the different color pavers that they put in. What the hell's going on here? So I just assumed it was going to be here. I would have did a little research before I left. But anyhow, give me a second here. So I'm still walking down Wellington. I'm quite a ways from where the Terry Fox statue used to be. I'm almost 100% certain it was there. So I don't know where it is. So something pretty crazy is going on if they move that. So I was just speaking with a Parliament Hill cop there. Don't hold that against me. I asked him where the Terry Fox statue is, and he told me that it's been moved onto Sparks Street. I didn't ask him why. I'm assuming Trudeau had it moved because he can't stand the sight of a patriotic hero of Canada. So, cop was nice enough. I'll give him that. Nice cop. I can't believe I said that, but I did. Now I'm going to try to find Sparks Street. So the Parliament Hill cop told me, I don't know exactly what those cops are called, but they're real cops. He told me it was on Spark Street. So it's closed down to vehicular traffic. I don't see the statue yet, so I don't know if I'm going the right way. But I'm not already liking this setup from my buddy Terry, let me tell you. Yeah, so I just walked into the beer market there, and one of the wait staff told me it's down here. So they moved Terry Fox, the national pride of our country, from in front of Parliament Hill on a street that you would expect to be respectable and with lots of visibility, so he couldn't be vandalized or messed with. Oh, there he is right there. Oh my Jesus! They moved him to a friggin' it's not necessarily a party street, but this is not good, in my opinion. Oh man! Oh, it looks like he's not even straight. The base of his statue. This is ridiculous. Oh Jesus! This country, man. I'm telling you. Okay, so they did cut out the pavers with a quick cut. That's a concrete saw for you people playing the home game. Wow, so they put it on that angle on purpose. And there's my buddy Terry. Unfortunately, they desecrated him in my eyes. But yeah, wow. So what's he in front of now? What is this place? I don't even know what this building is. 197 Spark Street? No, I'll say over here. Let's see what he's in front of. What? I don't know. This is not saying what it is here. Some architectural award. The center block rehabilitation project. Okay, that's not. Oh, they're restoring this building. I don't know what it is. What do we got over here? Oh, okay, they got a plaque here for him. That's cool. Oop, wrong light. Okay, Terry Fox, 1958 to 81. I was lucky to do what I did. How many people ever get a chance to do something that they really believe in? Terry Fox. I'm just wondering if it's the same wording as the one in Newfoundland. No, it's not. I'll read it. On April 12, 1980, Terry Fox began his dream to run across Canada in support of cancer research by dipping his artificial leg in the Atlantic waters off St. John's, Newfoundland. Terry's run, which he called the Marathon of Hope, would do so much more by uniting Canadians in support of his heroic desire to better the lives of others. On September 1st, near Thunder Bay, Ontario, and 5,373 kilometers later, Terry's footsteps ceased as cancer reclaimed his body. 10 months later, it would claim his life. Yet Terry's heroism and determination live on. in the hearts of not only Canadians but all people worldwide who continue to pursue his dream by raising money annually in the fight against cancer. Terry's steps still echo in the legacy he continues to weave today through the example he set for all of us that dreams can come true. This plaque was unveiled by Terry's parents, excellent, Barry and Roland Fox, on the occasion of the rededication of Terry Fox statue, July 1st, 1998. So I don't understand the rededication. In presence of His Excellency the Right Honourable Romuald LeBlanc, Governor General of Canada, the Right Honourable Jean Chrétien, Prime Minister of Canada, the Honourable Sheila Cobbs. Honourable. Oh man, I get a kick out of putting honourable in all these people's before their name. And Mr. Bob Ciccarelli, Regional Chair, Municipality of Ottawa, Carleton. Okay, so black's kind of nice. I don't like where he's located, that's for sure. Across my Good Life Fitness. Oh man, at a Tim Hortons. Anyhow, oh, I'm sorry, Terry, what they've done to you. And apparently they've taken you off the passports too. So the new passports, I don't know who they have on it, but anyhow. So that's gonna be my visit to Terry Fox's new home, which is disgraceful. Oh my God. Anyhow, sad. Just walking back on Sparks Street. I'm headed towards my final stop of the evening, which if you've been playing the home game, you'll probably know where I'm heading now. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Ottawa, but I'll tell you, man, some of the streets, like this street, I find it kind of creepy, to be quite honest with you. Like, it's obviously been closed down to traffic for probably, who knows how long. I can't even remember being on this street, and it's only one street, I don't know, it's just south or whatever. It's just one street from Wellington. I must have been on, I just can't remember it. But this big old bank, something you see in Chicago. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of a strange vibe tonight, but anyhow. That's a cool statue here. Looks like a grizzly bear. Well, it's 100% a grizzly bear. That looks like a coho salmon up there. And I guess that's the mama bear's offspring down here, trying to get some fish. So that's cool. I like that. That's nice. I don't think there's too many grizzlies around the Ottawa area, but nonetheless nice. Still on Sparks Street. So if you guessed where old Uncle Kevy was going to his final stop in Ottawa, if you guessed the National War Memorial, you were right. I know that might come as quite a shock to a lot of people that I would come to Ottawa to the National War Memorial. Okay. That's the single most important thing in Ottawa, bar none. And Terry Fox is a close second, and we just seen what they did to that, to my buddy, which is, anyhow, I already said my piece about that, but I'm sure I'm going to say it when I meet some of my buddies back in Toronto that share my affinity for Mr. Fox. But anyhow, yeah, so here's the National War Memorial. I always like seeing it at night. You got just enough lights on it to make it look impressive at night. There's the Tomb of the Unknown. When I was out in Newfoundland, they repatriated a First World War casualty into their National War Memorial on July 1st. In Newfoundland, July 1st is not Canada Day, it's Memorial Day there. So they had a big ceremony, and I was there the day before. I seen them rehearsing with a mocked up casket, the Canadian military pallbearers, so they wouldn't mess up the next day. Now I could have easily stayed to watch that the extra day, but I heard Prime Minister Blackface was going to be there, and I didn't want to be in his presence. I was even offered some people I met from Calgary. I don't know what they did, but I'm thinking the husband was in politics in Calgary. They had a seat secured in a restaurant directly adjacent from their war memorial there, and they invited me to sit with them, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I just can't be around that guy. I know, why do you come to Ottawa? Well, I don't see him when I'm here. Last time I seen him, actually, I think the only time I've ever seen him in person was here last November. He was here for this, for the Remembrance Day ceremony. I was just right over there, and so not too far away. I seen his convoy and his entourage roll in, and yeah, it was stomach turning. But anyhow, that's enough of him. We're at the War Memorial. So that's going to conclude my video. I don't think I'm going to video anything on the way back to the hotel, unless I see shooting or something, which is quite possible. This city is a lot more sketchy than I thought. A lot more sketchy. I can tell just by walking around, even in the tourist area down here. There is creepy crawlies everywhere. There is. I'm not just exaggerating. I know I'm very aware of my situational awareness, and I know I'm not the most streetwise person in the world, but I'm far from being naive on the street too. And I'm telling you, you got to keep your head on a swivel here. But yeah, I'm geared up anyways, to a certain extent, so as usual. But yeah, so that's heading back to my hotel. My train leaves in the morning. Be back in Toronto in the late afternoon. Something like that, or yeah, I gotta check my schedule again, but I'm not exactly 100% sure yet, but I know it leaves in the morning at some point. Okay, until next time, Ottawa.